Hey everybody, it's Melissa Swader here with Real Talk, Real Business, Real People. I am inside the studio today. I am really excited to be here. I have such great announcements that I can't even stand it. So, you all know that I've been working really hard. So, last April, I I'm going to kind of take you on this little personal journey with me. So last April, I announced that a press statement was released, and it really was published all over the country that I announced a book deal, that I was coming out with my first book, and I was really I'm just so taken back by all the support that I had received last year. And then, I kind of went through, I started my book, and then I went through some really personal struggles professionally. And just, there was a lot of things that were weighing on me last year. And it was really difficult to focus. And, every time I shifted or every time I wrote something in my book, I was, I had to take a step back, and I had, I had to, shift focus. And so I really, struggled for a few months, 3 or 4 months in that period. And then, even kind of later at the end of the year, even though I was writing. And so at the beginning of this year, 2020, I was like, okay, I'm going to get this book done. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to focus. I'm going to get rid of all the toxic situations, like, just get it away from me, because that's really what was happening. I was just really in some toxic situations, that really weighed on me professionally. And I made some serious changes and just washed my hands of some things, which, you guys really have to do and in business, because, it's easier to they say, what is it? Keep your enemies, your friends close, your enemies closer. But I actually don't do that. If I, am in if there's negativity around me, or if there's something that doesn't align with me or my brand, then I usually just get rid of it. So I actually got over that and got through this. And I really just started my year like, this is my year. 2020 is my year. I have been so blessed and thankful that I started off, the year as a guest on a podcast show myself, and the first week in January of this year. And I've been doing Tuesday tips. Every Tuesday I have a Tuesday tip. And today is actually, I'm in the studio Tuesday. This Tuesday tip for today is actually will be posted here shortly. But I've been fortunate to be a guest on some, webinars and workshops, and, everybody went to Zoom calls, and it was really, great to be a part of, that camaraderie of talking about, what's happening in today's, business climate, and, being a guest there. And, all through the while, I was, named 2020 marketing, influencers in marketing, and recently been acknowledged as an influencer on Twitter among a list of people in the commercial real estate industry all around, across the country. And it kind of ends with this solid note that I'm finally excited to announce that my book, I can share with you what my book is, and can't wait. So here it is, everybody. People have been asking me about for months. I have been asked, what the status is of my book, and I can't wait, because pre-sales will be going up mid-September, and date to be determined. But here it is, y'all. This is my new book, One Yellow Brick. So as a woman in business, I really, have spent a lot of my, my career, really fighting through the struggles of being a young entrepreneur, and then, in a really competitive industry, no matter what business you're in, and fighting my way up and proving that I am a worthy businesswoman. And, when I received my 2018, I was, award winner for Outstanding Women in Business. It really changed everything for me a couple of years ago. And so many great things have happened within a 2 or 3 year period, of my career, from, whether it be commercial real estate or my marketing and media company with Ruby Red, and my magazine, Elevate Magazine. There's so many things that I've done, that I've accomplished, that I'm so proud of, but I've really worked hard for it. And there's many stories that I have that really will help people out there that may have gone through the same challenges and the struggles that I have. And, as a marketing, influencer, as you have it, I've invested 20 years into marketing, media, design, publishing, editing. I know so many different things that I can't almost, it's so hard to explain to people what I do. So the best way to have done that was to really put it all in my book and share with you the secrets that I, discovered, and ways that I discovered how to get past that, and what to do to get your name out there, and how branding, changes the landscape of your business, and what PR does, and what that means, and, the tricks to that, because, not all PR is good PR, right? So we want to focus on the positivity side of things. And I'm just so excited that One Yellow Brick will be out, and it's going to be so different than what you guys maybe have read before. It is not just your average marketing book. It is a business and marketing and life decisions, professional decisions, personal decisions that really inspire and encourage you and motivate you to be your best self, and ways that you can do that. And I, offer some of the things that helped me, and here I am today. So I cannot wait, and I hope y'all, buy the book. It'll be something that you guys will not regret. And I definitely will say this is, through my podcast shows, and through my, you can watch my podcast show on, YouTube. And I hope that you all subscribe to YouTube, because there's going to be a lot of discussion and talk about the book, when it does come out, and when, pre-sales are really great, because you guys can buy it, and then as soon as it's ready, it's going to be like shipped out immediately to you guys. So make sure you guys get that right away. And because I'm going to be talking about it right away. And I will have people bring people in my podcast show to talk about some of the things that I went through, that they can maybe also relate to. And, with on SoundCloud, if you're not in a position to watch, YouTube, you can definitely listen to it in your car, and listen to all my shows, and me talk about some of the things, the personal challenges, professional challenges, things that I went through. A lot of it is in the book, but a lot of it is just really in-depth information about marketing, branding, strategies, secrets that you probably don't even know of, and it will change your business. It will help you, coming from somebody who's been in marketing for 20 years or media for just as long. And I am just really excited to share my journey with you, and because it's just one yellow brick, and y'all understand that when you guys buy the books. I can't say too much about it until then, but definitely know that it will be a book that hopefully that you will not want to put down, because you will want that next tip, or you will want that next secret to help you in your business, whether you're in sales, or whether you are an employee, or whether you are just someone who's trying to make a difference. I've got some really fun information to read about, and I think you guys will all enjoy it as much as I did. And the process honestly has been, not gonna lie, whoever says writing a book is easy is full of it, because it is not easy. I actually had to step away several times. Even when I went back, like really grinded it out and really dove into my book, there are some really emotional experiences that I went through, as a small, business, and as a young entrepreneur, and even over the years, and even, later in my career, even after I'm being, awarded or being acknowledged, I was still being challenged by people, or, there are some just things that, I talked about. And, but I had to walk away sometimes because, I was rehashing some of those bad memories, and, you know, hard, difficult to handle, because you remember what it did to you. You remember like what you went through. And if there's one thing I don't want the people that are reading the book, I don't want you to ever have to go through that. So, there are definitely things in there, that there's content in there that will help you and make sure that you will avoid some of these things, and you won't have to suffer through these personal struggles or your professional struggles. I'll give you all the key ingredients and the secret sauce to building the empire that you've always dreamed of. And I'm still doing it. I will be doing it every day until I can never work anymore at that point. But I'm just really proud of it. And I just, really appreciate all your support throughout this whole process. Especially want to thank my Facebook, my page, at Melissa Swader AZ is my my business page on Facebook. And I have to give a shout out to all these men and women who all across the country who have followed me through my journey since last April. And they have truly been amazing. You guys are so amazing. You have truly supported me, send me such love and support. And, for people I don't know. And I'm really proud that, you guys have gone through that with me and have watched everything that I've done, and, always keeping it real. So, yeah, that's all I really, have to say about this. I'm just really excited, and, hope that you guys, buy the book and we could talk about it. And, always love, your feedback, and you just never know what's going to happen in 2021, because there's a lot happening right after this too. And I can't wait to share that with you as well. So I'm never going to stop pursuing my dreams, and I hope that you guys will never stop pursuing yours. So this is Melissa with Real Talk, Real Business, Real People inside the studio today. Always keeping it real here. Keep it real out there, everybody. And I will see you next episode. Bye-bye.